This is Chris Videos. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Videos, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both my TikToks. I'll be down there in the description box. And I'm here to do my WWE Friday Night SmackDown January 20th, 2023 reviews. So here we go, discussing about Friday Night SmackDown. Now we kick off the show with a match, but before I talk about the match, there's a few things we gotta talk about. Now, we've seen the Bloodline arrive, all of them, Roman Reigns, the Usos, Solo Sikoa, Paul Heyman, Sami Zayn. They all got out the trucks and stuff. They rode in two separate trucks, like the Usos and Sami was in one, Paul, Roman, and Solo was in the other truck. And Sami was, talking about the Bloodlines here, and he's dapping up the Usos, and he was trying to do like a fist bump with Roman, but Roman just looked at him and just walked past him. So yeah, that's what happened there. Not good terms, it looks like. But we'll talk about more about that after we talk about the match. Now, the first match of the night, it was going to be Drew McIntyre, Sheamus versus Eric and Ivar with Valhalla, the Viking Raiders, in a tag team match. This is the first round of the WWE Tag Team Championship Tournament. Now, about this tournament, I think it's probably just going to be for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. I think the tag team titles are going to become separate now, it looks like. That's what it looked like, because when they did like the, when they did the brackets for the tournament and stuff, it was just a SmackDown tag team title. It was not with Raw tag titles or whatever. So, yeah, I guess it's just going to be for the SmackDown tag team championships, maybe. We'll see. But, yeah, that's what it looks like. But, yeah, before this match even started, it was pretty cool that Michael Cole acknowledged Jay Briscoe. WWE acknowledged Jay Briscoe passing away earlier this week and all that stuff. So, yeah, they did acknowledge that, which was amazing, that they did that. I know they acknowledge it on NXT, but they acknowledge it here on SmackDown. Hopefully they'll do it again on Raw, So, yeah, just pretty great moment. And then we get to the match. Pretty good match, going back and forth and everything. A few times the Viking Raiders almost won this match. We've seen Sheamus setting up for the bro kick at one point. Valhalla gets on the ring apron, distracting him. That's when Eric comes up, grabbing Sheamus and hitting the T-bone suplex onto him. He tags in Ivar. Ivar climbs up the top turnbuckle, jumps off with the big old splash. He pins him 1-2. Sheamus barely kicking out at 2. The Viking Raiders starts beating down Sheamus. It was about to hit another tag team move onto Sheamus. Ivar springboard off the second rope, but he gets hit with the knee to the face by Sheamus. And then Drew McIntyre comes in, hitting the Claymore onto Eric, taking him out. And then Sheamus hit the bro kick onto Ivar, and he pins him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Drew McIntyre and Sheamus defeated the Viking Raiders tonight on SmackDown, and they advanced to the next round of the Tag Team Championship Tournament. So yeah, they cleared the first round, though. Now they're going to go to the next round. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good match. I give that match 3.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. Really good start to kick off SmackDown. So yeah, that's what happened there. And then after that, we get to the next segment where we see Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman in the locker room. Sami Zayn comes up. He asks Roman, is there a problem with him in the bloodline or something? And Roman was like, here, I want you to tell me straight up about last week. And Sami was like, oh, we was all good and everything. And Roman's like, don't lie to me. Tell me now. And Sami tried to lie again. He goes like, no, tell me now. And then he says, I know there's something going on. And then Sami starts telling him about like how he didn't know the Usos was going to be there, and that he wanted to take the moment and actually take care of Kevin Owens and all that stuff. And Roman Reigns had enough of it. He goes like, I'm tired of hearing about this. I'm tired of hearing about KO. I'm tired of dealing with this every single week. So just get out of my locker room. Sami was confused and everything. And Roman tells Paul Heyman to tell Sami to get out his own locker room. And Paul Heyman kicked Sami out the locker room. So yeah, that's what happened there. Later on tonight, we'll see Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens doing a contract signing later on tonight as well. So yeah, many more stuff to happen for tonight's Friday Night SmackDown. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. I'll see you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was a one-on-one match. But before I talk about that match, we have Raquel Rodriguez popping up, talking about how she's going to win the Women's Royal Rumble match at the Rumble. So yeah, that's what she was saying backstage. And then we get to the next match. It was LA Knight versus a local competitor named Rick Jones. Now, before the match even started, LA Knight starts cutting promo talking about how Bray Wyatt claimed one week that he's not Uncle Howdy, and then last week he claimed he is Uncle Howdy, so he don't even know what the hell he is or anything. But he said he don't care because at the Rumble he's going to beat him. So yeah, that's what LA Knight said. And then we get the match underway. LA Knight pushes Rick Jones into the corner and stuff, and then all of a sudden the light starts acting up, and the Bray Wyatt logo popping up on the big screen and everything multiple times. Rick Jones starts fighting back, laying in some right hooks and stuff onto LA Knight. LA Knight clotheslines him one time, kicks him in the stomach, and then hits blunt force trauma onto him, BFT, onto Rick Jones, and pins him for the 3 count. So yeah, LA Knight defeated Rick Jones tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. That's what happened. I give that match a half of a star. That's what I'll give it. But then after the match ended, we see the Firefly Funhouse coming back to life. We see Ramblin' Rabbit, Abby the Witch, Huskus the Pig, all of them coming back to life. And we see Firefly Funhouse Bray Wyatt. He's there, and Ramblin' Rabbit was talking about how he likes LA Knight and everything, and he's afraid of the dark. And Bray Wyatt was like, he understands why he's afraid of the dark and everything. And then all of a sudden we see Uncle Howdy appearing, like on the TV screen, and Bray Wyatt looks at LA Knight on the big screen and says, "You open up the door, and now you got to deal with it." So yeah, that's what Bray Wyatt said. And he said he's going to be dealing with it at the Rumble. But yep, that's what happened there. Pretty good stuff though. So yeah, I will see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was a tag team match. It was Top Dollar and Ashante Adonis with B-Fab at ringside, Hit Row versus Humberto and Angel Los Lotharios in a tag team match. Now, this is the first round of the Tag Team Championship Tournament. Winner of this match will be taking on Drew McIntyre and Sheamus in the next round. So yeah, we'll get this tag team match underway. Los Lotharios is doing okay. Top Dollar getting mad at Michael Cole and stuff for him making fun of his botch or whatever about a month ago in that tag team match. So yeah, Top Dollar showing some aggression and stuff because he's still mad about that. He's beating down Humberto and stuff. But then Humberto Angel starts coming back to hit a suicide dive onto Top Dollar and Ashante Adonis. And then Humberto throws Ashante back into the ring. Humberto gets in the ring. B-Fab grabs his foot. And then Humberto's distracted by that. Ashante Adonis rolls up Humberto, grabbing the tights and stuff, getting the 3 count. Angel's trying to get into the ring, try to break up the pin, but Top Dollar had his foot, so Angel couldn't break it up. So yeah, Hit Row defeated Los Lotharios tonight in the tag team match, and they will be taking on Drew McIntyre and Sheamus in the next round of the WWE Tag Team Championship Tournament. So yeah, Hit Row won the match. For that match, I'll give it 1.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. So yeah, that's why I'll give that match. But yeah, still to come later on tonight, we got the contract signing between Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens later on tonight on SmackDown. And not only that, they did show that video package of Cody Rhodes, which he will be making his return back at the Royal Rumble next Saturday. So yeah, but next we're going to be seeing Charlotte Flair on SmackDown. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, we see Braun Strowman, and he was talking about how he's going to win the Royal Rumble match, and anybody that gets in his way could get these hands. So yeah, that's what Braun Strowman was saying. So yeah, he's going to be in the Rumble next Saturday. So yeah, that's what he said. But then after that, we had the WWE SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair, make her way down to the ring, and she was talking about Sonya Deville, how Sonya Deville has been attacking her and stuff, like last week on SmackDown and everything, after she already done gave her a SmackDown Women's Championship shot. And she said that Sonya got to bow down to the Queen and all that. And then Sonya Deville comes out, and she pretty much wants another match against Charlotte, and Charlotte was like, well, you need to win. You need to focus on the Rumble before you focus on me. There's the way how you get a title match around here. So you got to step in the back of the line because I already beat you once before. So yeah, that's what Charlotte was saying. And then Charlotte was like, you know what? Screw it. I have a match against you. And Sonya was like, actually, I don't want a match against you unless it's for the SmackDown Women's Championship. And as soon as Charlotte was about to answer, Adam Pearce walks out. He goes like, I have enough of this, and blah, 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 blah. And then Sonya Deville attacks Charlotte from behind, laying her out right quick. And just a little sneak attack, and she quickly got out of the ring. So, yeah, that's what happened there. And then, after that, we see the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman backstage. And Roman was asking why to Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman was talking about how he didn't like Sami Zayn since day one. But he says to Roman, I think it's better for you, in my opinion, for Sami to be pissing out of the to be in the castle and pissing out of the castle instead of being out of the castle and pissing in the castle. So yeah, that's what he said. He's telling Roman that he's better off having Sami Zayn by his side by the time the Rumble comes. So yeah, that's what Paul Heyman was telling Roman. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good segment though. Later on tonight, Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns got that contract signed. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was a tag team match. It was Butch and Ridge Holland, the Brawling Brutes, versus Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci Imperium in a tag team match. Before this match happened, the Brawling Brutes was getting hyped up from Sheamus backstage, and then they came out. So yeah, it was a tag team match. This is the first round of the WWE Tag Team Championship Tournament. So yeah, that's what it is. And it was a pretty good match. It was going back and forth. They was having a really good match. At the ending, at one point, Ludwig Kaiser come up hitting a enziguri upside the head onto Butch. Butch falls off the apron, but Vinci catches him into the brainbuster position and then hits the brainbuster onto Butch outside the ring, laying him out for the rest of the match. Ridge Holland was fighting back with Ludwig in the ring, but Ludwig rolls him up and stuff, but then he tags in, Vinci tags himself in, comes up, grabbing Ludwig, lifting him up for the powerbomb. Kaiser jumps off the second turnbuckle with the European uppercut, and they hit the Imperial Bomb onto Ridge Holland, and they pin him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, the Imperium defeated the Brawling Brutes tonight in the tag team match, and yeah, they'll be advancing to the next round, taking on whoever wins the next match. So yeah, Imperium defeated the Brawling Brutes. Really good match. I give it 3 stars. That's why I'll give it. Probably not their best match in my opinion, but it was still a really good match between those two teams. So yeah, that's what happened there. And then, after the match ended, we see Sami Zayn backstage sitting down, and Paul Heyman comes up telling him that the Tribal Chief wants to see him. So, yeah, that's what's happening there, and it looks like Sami Zayn will be going up to Roman Reigns' locker room up next on SmackDown. So, yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, now before I talk about the first round match of the tournament, there's a few things we got to talk about now. Shayna Baszler was talking about how it will be difficult for other women, such as some women that got their ankles dislocated, their shoulders messed up, or their arm broken or whatever, to throw other women over the top rope. But she says she's going to be eliminating everybody and win the Women's Royal Rumble match. So yeah, that's what Shayna Baszler said. And then we get to Karrion Kross and Scarlett backstage, and Karrion Kross was talking about how he's going to be taking on Rey Mysterio next week on SmackDown, and he's usually hyped for a match, but this time he ain't. So yeah, that's what he was talking about. And then we get to the next match. It was Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro with Santos Escobar and Zelina Vega, Legado del Fantasma, versus Mason Mansoor with Maxine Dupree, Maximum Male Models, in a tag team match, and this is the first round of the WWE Tag Team Championship Tournament. Zelina Vega was on commentary for this match. She said that she is entering into the Women's Royal Rumble match. So yeah, that's what she said. And we get the match underway. It was okay or whatever, nothing really too special. Maximum Male Model was doing okay, that he was posing and everything. But then at the ending, Mansoor was on the top turnbuckle. He gets knocked down off the top turnbuckle. We see Cruz del Toro jumping off with a missile dropkick off the top rope onto Mace. And then we see Joaquin Wilde just taking out Mansoor, and then they hit their tag team finish move onto Mansoor, pinning him for the 3 count. So yeah, Legado del Fantasma defeated Maximum Male Models tonight in the tag team match, and they will be advancing to the semifinals. So next week on SmackDown, we got Drew McIntyre and Sheamus versus Hit Row in the semifinals, and next week we got Imperium versus Legado del Fantasma in the semifinals. So yeah, all those matches will be happening next week on SmackDown. But yeah, for that match, I'll give it 2 stars. That's why I'll give it nothing really too special. So yeah, after that, we see Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman and Sami Zayn backstage in the locker room. Sami Zayn was pretty much apologizing to Roman, and Roman was like, look, I should understand where he was coming from. I've just been angry and stuff. I had to rethink everything, and it's all perfectly fine. He just tells Sami that he needs to start listening to him a little bit more better and everything like that. And then Sami was like, we love you, Roman, and we wouldn't be nothing without you and all that stuff. And Roman was like, look, here's what I want you to do. I want you to get the Usos, get the SUV started, get the jet ready, and we're going to be leaving out of here as soon as me and Solo's done with the contract signing. So yeah, that's what Roman said. Sami was like, okay, that's perfectly fine. He threw his fist out, and Roman fist bumps him. So yeah, up next we're going to be getting that contract signing with Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens up next on SmackDown. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was the last segment of the night. We had the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns with Solo Sikoa and Paul Heyman. They come down to the ring because they got the contract signing with Kevin Owens up next on SmackDown. Adam Pearce is already in the ring. They got the table set up and everything. Roman sits down, puts his feet on the table and stuff, waiting for Kevin Owens. But then all of a sudden we see Kevin Owens come through the crowd, quickly grabbing Solo, dragging him over the top rope and stuff. And then he gets into the ring. Roman quickly gets up. He gets kicked in the stomach and gets hit with a stunner, getting laid out by Kevin Owens. And then Kevin Owens then picks up Roman, throws him to the ropes, and hits the pop-up powerbomb onto Roman Reigns through the table, laying him out. Solo was trying to get back into the ring, but he gets hit with a super kick, getting laid out. The Usos came out. They dragged Owens out the ring. Owens was brawling with them outside the ring. He threw Jey Uso into the barricade. He hits Jimmy with a super kick, and then he hits Jey with a super kick, sending him over the barricade. He gets back into the ring, grabs the contract out of Paul Heyman's hand. He signs it. Sami Zayn quickly runs out there. He's on the ring apron. Kevin Owens looks at him, throws the contract at him. Sami quickly gets into the ring. Kevin gets out and runs up through the crowd and stuff. So yeah, that's what happened there. Kevin Owens laid out Roman tonight on SmackDown. It was a pretty good segment. Made Kevin Owens pretty much strong into it. So yeah, pretty good one. But yeah, for tonight's Friday Night SmackDown, I'll give it 7 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was a good episode, but it was whatever, so it was just one of those episodes, but it wasn't that bad. So yeah, that has been my Friday Night SmackDown reviews. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Videos, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. They'll all be down there in the description box. I will be talking about Monday Night Raw this Monday, 30th anniversary. Definitely be talking about it. I'll be talking about AEW Dynamite. I possibly won't be talking about SmackDown or the Royal Rumble, so I gotta see. If I do talk about the Royal Rumble, it'll probably be like later on in the week. Probably like Sunday or Monday or something. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But yeah, other than that, see you guys later until my Raw reviews.